Magnesium glycinate or oxide, what's the difference? A lot of people will tell you glycinate is the good one and oxide is the bad one. And yes, glycinate usually is the better all-round option. But magnesium oxide is not as bad as people often make it sound. So in this video, I'll show you the real differences, when each one may help, and what to check before buying. Let's start with the key difference. Magnesium glycinate is attached to glycine, and magnesium oxide is attached to oxygen. That sounds like a small detail, but it changes how each form works in your body. And one of the biggest differences is how your body handles each form. Magnesium glycinate is usually absorbed better and is often easier to tolerate. Magnesium oxide is absorbed less well, so more of it stays in the gut. Once it's in the gut, it can pull more water into the bowel. That can make stools looser, but it can also help if you're constipated. But constipation isn't the only reason oxide may be useful. It has other uses too. But for everyday magnesium, many people still choose glycinate because it's better absorbed and less likely to cause loose stools. Another reason people choose magnesium glycinate is glycine. That's the amino acid attached to it, and it may help the body cool down slightly before sleep, making it easier to drift off. And if you see the name magnesium bisglycinate, don't let that confuse you. It's the same family as glycinate. The bi just means the magnesium is linked to two glycine molecules. So does that actually mean glycinate helps with sleep? There is some research here, but the results are not dramatic. One recent study looked at magnesium bisglycinate in adults with poor sleep. They took 250 milligrams of elemental magnesium a day for 4 weeks. That means 250 milligrams of actual magnesium, not 250 milligrams of the whole bisglycinate compound. The people taking magnesium improved more than the placebo group on insomnia scores, but the effect was small. So it may help a little, but it's not a magic sleep fix. But what about magnesium oxide? Can it help with sleep too? There is some research, but it's not as straightforward. One study used magnesium oxide in older adults with insomnia. They took 500 milligrams of elemental magnesium a day, split into 2 doses, for 8 weeks. The oxide group improved on sleep time and insomnia scores. So yes, oxide may help sleep too, especially in some older adults. So oxide really isn't useless. It may help with other things too, and migraine prevention is where it has a clearer case. One trial compared 500 milligrams of magnesium oxide with sodium valproate, which is a prescription medicine used for migraine prevention. In that study, magnesium oxide worked similarly for preventing migraine attacks. So if migraines are the main issue, oxide has clearer evidence behind it. What about muscle cramps, restless legs, or blood pressure? For these, there isn't a clear winner between oxide and glycinate. That's because the research usually looks at magnesium in general, not oxide compared with glycinate. And for these issues, the results are mixed. So, when you're choosing between the two, it really comes down to what you're taking magnesium for. For everyday use, glycinate is usually the better pick. It's better absorbed and often gentler on digestion. Oxide may make more sense for constipation or migraine prevention. For sleep, both may help. And whichever one you choose, don't just rely on the front of the bottle. Check the label properly first. Start with the actual magnesium amount. Then check if that amount is per capsule or for the full serving. Also check the other ingredients. A simpler formula is often better. And don't assume more magnesium is better, because higher doses can upset your stomach. So it's worth choosing carefully. The full comparison with the study links is in the description.